Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Coding with Ankit. Today's topic is recursion. Let's get started. When a function calls itself again and again, that is recursion. In other words, we can say a method where the solution to a problem depend upon solution to a smaller instance of same problem. You can see this diagram where in Java we know that everything starts with main method. So main method is calling recursion method, recursion with value 3. Recursion with value 3 will call recursion with value 2, and then recursion value 2 will call recursion with value 1, and same way it will call 0. And at recursion with value 0 there will be some condition. After that condition it will return some response or it will return nothing, and it will come back to recursion 1. Same way recursion from recursion 1 it will come back to recursion 2, and then recursion 1 will return something, and then it will come back to recursion 3, and after that from recursion 3 it will come back to me. So whenever we are calling a method and it is moving to different method, then that method will be moved to call stack. It's a stack in form of that, and there we will be storing all the calls. Once we will complete that method, whenever we are returning, that part will be removed from the stack. So when we are calling in recursion, that we are calling as a stack building scenario, and when we are returning from the recursion, that we are calling as a stack falling. So we will talk about this all scenario, different scenario, and how we can write code in that condition, in which scenario we have to focus. That we all discuss about that. Key components in recursion, we have two cases. One is base cases, the condition under which recursion ends. In the recursion 0, there will be some base case. If that base case is true, let's say we are checking some condition, if that condition is true, then it will return. That we are considering as a base case, and from base case it will start returning back to initial methods. And the recursion case, second case is recursion case, the part of the function where recursion occurs. We will call the recursion method from which part of the code that we are calling as a recursion case. I told about different scenario. We will be talking about different scenario, like doing work while stack is building, doing work while stack is failing, doing work before and after the recursion call, doing work before and after recursion call with skip. Let's write the code for all this different scenario. So in coding I will do in Java language. I've already created a class. So we will write the code for some printing some value, and then we will talk about all the scenario. So let's consider first scenario where we have to print value like 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. So we have to print value like this. First it will print 5, then 4, then 3, then 1, then 2, then 1. So for that what I will do, I will create a public static method, public static void print in decrement format. We will take one argument int n, and that value we will call this method from main method, and we'll pass 5 here. So you can see the initial value of n is 5. So what we can do, we can print 5 first, we can print n. So at the first call it will print n, and then we will call the same method again. Recursion we call, like when a method is called again, that we are calling a recursion. So we'll call same method with one less value, like instead of passing n we are passing now n minus 1. So this call we are making same function, and that we are calling recursion. And you can see I'm printing something before calling recursion, before through that. In key component we have mentioned we have two cases. First case is recursion case, that This part we can consider as a recursion case. And the base case is important. We have to write a code where the recursion should stop and start giving response. We can add if condition. If you can see, first I'm printing 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. 0 I'm not printing. So I can add a condition like if n equal to 0, then we should return. We should not do anything. So first we will call with value 5. Value 5 will call print d with value 4. 4 will print call with 3. 3 will call with 2. 2 will call with 1, and 1 will call with 0. In that case, this base condition is true and it will return. Instead of doing again call, it will return from here. And then from 1 it will come back to 2, 2 with 3, 4, 5, like that it will come back, and at the last it will come back to main method. Let's execute this method. You can see I'm printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here you can see first we are doing something and then we are calling recursion. In that case, we can say while building the stack, we are doing some work. The first scenario, the first scenario was doing work while stack is building. So first we are doing, then we will be calling n minus 1, then print d of n will be moved to call stack. Then for n minus 1 it will call to print d with n minus 2, then print d with n minus 1 will be pushed to call stack. Like that we are building the stack, and that time only we are doing some work. We can call this part doing work while building stack is building. And you can see it's a simple example of recursion. We are calling same method again and again. Now let's talk about different scenario where first we'll be calling the recursion and then after that we'll be doing some work. So doing work while stack is failing. While returning that time we'll be doing some work. So let's take one example. We have to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll be passing the same value like 5 only. We can name it print increment. I will comment this method. Let's create method public static void print I. Add this in this method also. I will take same int n. Now first you can see first we have to print 1, but now int ni has 5 value. So first we will reach to 1 and then we will start printing. So what we'll do, we will call the recursion method. We will pass n minus 1 and we will calling it, and then after that we will print n. Here also we will have a base case. Base case will be n equal to 0, then we have to return. We don't have to do anything. So that's the base case. And this part we can call recursion case. Now you can see first we are getting n with 5 value, then it will call print I with 4 value, then it will call 3 value, then it will call 2 value, then it will call 1, and at the last it will call 0. That time it will return. Once it is written, then it will print. So that time the n value will be 1. So first it will print 1, then 2, then 3, then at the last 5. Let's call this method and see how it works. You can see it's printing 1 first, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5. So this part is this scenario we can call doing work while stack is failing. So we are doing our work. Our work is print value of n. That work we are doing after calling the recursion. So once stack is built, when we start returning from the stack, that means stack is failing. That time we'll be doing our work. So you can place your logic wherever you want. You can place before recursion or after recursion. And based on that, you can see there is some difference. Based on your requirement, you can place your logic. Let's talk about another scenario where we'll be doing work before the call and after the call. Here we are doing work before the call. Here we are doing work after the call. Now we will be doing work with both before and after. Let's say we have to print value like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see first I'm printing 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I combine these two methods, like public static void print, first we will decrement, then increment. First part you can see we are printing decrement value, then increment value. So we'll take only one int of n. First we will call CISO n. Then we will call the same method, recursion method, with n minus 1, and then we will call n. So now you can see we are doing work before the recursion call and after the recursion call. So the work we are doing before the recursion call will be printing the decrement value like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and after that it will be after the recursion call it will be doing the increment value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also we'll have the same base case. If n equal to 0, then we can return. So now we are printing before the recursion call and after the recursion call. Let's see how it is coming. We can comment this method call and we will call the new method di decrement and increment, and we'll pass same value 5. So you can see first I am printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this part will print the decrement values. This part will print the increment values. Here it is printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can place our logic at both the places, either one of them and both the places based on the requirement. Now let's talk about one more scenario. Here we'll be doing work before and after the call. Now let's take one more example to discuss another scenario. Now we'll be doing work before and after call with some skip. Like we don't want to print every time. We will be speaking some based on some condition. Let's take one example. Like we will print 5, 3, 1, 2, and 4. So you can see before we were printing all the numbers. Now in this we are first printing 5, 3, 1, 2, 4. That means first we are printing odd numbers and then even numbers. While doing work before the call, we'll be printing odd numbers, and while doing work after the call, we'll be printing even numbers. So we can take same method code. Only thing we'll be changing here, like we can add rename it to uh, skip print decrement increment with some skip. or some condition. So here instead of printing 5 4 3 2 1, we are printing only 5 3 1. That means if the value of n is odd, then only we should print. So we can add some if condition here. If if n equal to 1, if ampersand of n 2 ampersand n ampersand 2 equal to n, that means if it is odd, then only we should print. Here also we'll add for even. If ampersand of 2 ampersand n ampersand 2 equal to 0, that means n is even, then only we should print. Let's call this method and see. Again we'll pass 5 value. So here instead of calling di, we should call escape. So you can see first I'm printing 5 3 1 and 2 at the last 2 1 4. So in first part we are checking if number is odd, and second part we are checking number is even. So we can add some condition also while doing work, and based on that it will skip the values. So instead of printing everything, now it is printing 5 3 1. Here it is printing 2 and 4. So that's about the recursion. Thank you for watching my video. Please, if you like the video, please give a like and also subscribe my channel. Thank you.